I've been very suspect of the claims that Todd's made of Bigfoot's existence, but Dr. Meldrum seems to have proof that an unidentified creature could be out there.
Everyone loved Bobo Fay from Finding Bigfoot, but behind that joy hides a tragic story few know. What led to his unexpected downfall? Join us as we reveal this heartbreaking tragedy. Who is Bobo Fay? Bobo Fay, whose full name is James Fay, became one of the most recognizable faces in cryptozoology after joining the Animal Planet series Finding Bigfoot. The show, which began airing in 2011, followed a small team of investigators as they searched across the United States and beyond for signs of the legendary Sasquatch. Bobo quickly stood out among his co-stars because of his height, humor, and genuine fascination with the subject. His friendly attitude and obvious sincerity made him a fan favorite. He was not just another television investigator. He came across as someone who truly believed in what he was doing. Known for his easygoing nature, Bobo's image on screen was shaped by enthusiasm rather than expertise. Viewers saw him as approachable, someone who could make anyone in a small town feel comfortable sharing their story. He often wore his famous "Gone Squatchin' hat, which became as iconic as his name. That catchphrase turned into a symbol of the show itself, appearing on shirts, hats, and merchandise across the country. To his fans, Bobo was the heart of the series, the one who brought humor and warmth to the long nights in the woods. What made him truly stand out was his energy during field investigations. While other team members focused on data and science, Bobo relied on instinct and personal belief. He would imitate supposed Bigfoot sounds, knock on trees with sticks, and often volunteer to act as a stand-in for the creature during recreations. His tall frame and physical build made him perfect for this role. In many episodes, he would wear dark clothing and walk through the forest so witnesses could confirm whether what they saw matched his height and movement. This small but memorable role made him a central figure on the team and one of the most visible personalities on the show. Over the years, Finding Bigfoot ran for 9 seasons and produced 100 episodes, becoming one of Animal Planet's longest-running series. During its time on air, it introduced millions of viewers to the world of Bigfoot research. Bobo Fay's involvement helped bring the subject out of small-town campfire stories and into mainstream entertainment. Even people who did not believe in Bigfoot enjoyed watching his curiosity and commitment. His passion made the topic feel exciting rather than ridiculous. Outside of the television show, Bobo's fame continued to grow. He appeared in interviews, podcasts, and documentaries, sharing his thoughts about his years of fieldwork. His page on IMDb lists several appearances connected to Finding Bigfoot and other projects about cryptozoology. He also stayed active on social media, where fans regularly interacted with him, asked questions, and expressed their admiration. Through his online presence, he kept in touch with a community that valued him for his humor and authenticity. However, as the years passed, that same community began to express concern. Fans started noticing changes in his appearance, a visible weight loss, and a thinner frame compared to his earlier years on the show. Photos and public sightings sparked conversations across forums and social media, with people wondering what was happening to him. Some fans speculated about serious health problems, while others believed he had simply chosen a healthier lifestyle. The lack of clear answers led to confusion and worry. Many longtime viewers of Finding Bigfoot expressed how strange it felt to see Bobo fade from the spotlight after the show ended. He had once been full of energy, leading night hunts in rugged forests, but now he seemed distant and tired in the few public appearances he made. And to uncover how this dream began, how one man's fascination grew into a worldwide television phenomenon, we must look back at the story of Finding Bigfoot itself, the show that changed everything. Finding Bigfoot, the show and its impact. When Finding Bigfoot first aired, few could have imagined how a small group of determined researchers would capture the attention of millions. The show took a long-standing legend and transformed it into a global television phenomenon. It wasn't just about searching for an elusive creature. It was about adventure, mystery, and human belief. Week after week, viewers tuned in, not always expecting proof, but eager to feel the thrill of the unknown. At the heart of this success was the perfect mix of science, storytelling, and personality. And among those personalities stood James "Bobo" Fay, whose excitement and humor gave the series its soul. The concept of finding Bigfoot was simple yet powerful. The show brought together 4 researchers who dedicated their time and energy to investigating reports of Bigfoot sightings across the United States and beyond. The team consisted of Matt Moneymaker, the founder of the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, known for his strong belief in the creature's existence; Cliff Barackman, a researcher and evidence analyst with a careful and analytical approach; Rane Holland, a biologist and the only skeptic of the group; and James Bobo Fay, the team's enthusiastic field caller and outdoorsman. Together, they traveled from one remote location to another, determined to find evidence that could finally confirm the existence of the mysterious creature known as Sasquatch. The series premiered on Animal Planet in the year 2011 and continued until 2018, reaching its 100th and final episode. Over the course of 9 seasons, the team explored forests, swamps, mountains, and rural towns, collecting eyewitness accounts and pieces of physical evidence. What made the show stand out was not just the search itself, but the personal interactions between the investigators and the local people they met along the way. It blended field research with storytelling, giving viewers a mix of suspense, curiosity, and human connection. The show's success led to several special episodes and spin-offs, including Finding Bigfoot, Further Evidence, and Finding Bigfoot, Rejected Evidence, where additional footage and discussions were shown. These special programs gave fans deeper insight into the team's work and the moments that didn't make it into the main episodes. The combination of personality-driven storytelling and the mystery of the unknown turned Finding Bigfoot into one of Animal Planet's most watched programs, keeping audiences captivated for nearly a decade. Every episode followed a well-crafted structure. It often began with the team arriving at a new location after hearing about a potential Bigfoot encounter. They would start by interviewing witnesses who claimed to have seen or heard something unusual in the area. These interviews were a key part of the show as they brought a sense of realism and emotional depth to each story. The witnesses described their experiences in detail, often showing the exact spots where the incidents took place. After collecting information, the team would head into the field to look for signs such as footprints, broken branches, or unusual sounds. One of the most recognizable parts of the show was the night investigation. Equipped with thermal cameras, sound recorders, and flashlights, the team would split up and move quietly through the dark woods. They used techniques like wood knocking, hitting trees with sticks to mimic sounds believed to attract Bigfoot, and vocal calls that tried to imitate the creature's supposed cry. Bobo Fay often took the lead during these sessions, using his loud, distinctive voice to project calls deep into the forest. His energy made these moments unforgettable, even when the team found no clear evidence. The production also included recreations of alleged sightings, where Bobo frequently played the role of Bigfoot to help witnesses compare what they saw. His tall build and athletic frame made him ideal for these scenes. The team would measure distances and lighting conditions to test whether the sighting could have been a person or something larger. These recreations gave the audience a better idea of what witnesses described and added a dramatic visual element to the show. Editing played a major role in the storytelling. The suspenseful music, quick cuts, and night vision footage helped build a mysterious and thrilling atmosphere. However, this style sometimes caused debate. Critics pointed out that the editing often exaggerated normal events to make them seem more dramatic. Even members of the cast admitted that certain sounds or shapes were sometimes presented in a misleading way to heighten suspense. In a few early episodes, viewers noticed that common noises, such as horses in the distance, were edited to sound like possible Bigfoot calls. This creative editing caused some confusion and disappointment among more skeptical viewers. Despite these criticisms, Finding Bigfoot became one of Animal Planet's top-rated shows. It played a significant role in popularizing Bigfoot hunting and made cryptozoology, the study of hidden or unknown animals, a household term. The show also sparked a new wave of interest in outdoor exploration, inspiring fans to start their own investigations or join online communities dedicated to Bigfoot research. For many people, it was less about proving the creature's existence and more about joining a shared sense of wonder. Not everyone was convinced, of course. Scientists and skeptics often dismissed the show as entertainment rather than serious research, pointing out that despite years of searching, no physical evidence of Bigfoot was ever confirmed. They criticized the series for focusing more on emotion than on data. Still, even critics admitted that the show had a cultural impact. It captured how belief and curiosity can shape people's experiences, showing how deeply some individuals are willing to search for answers. Behind the scenes, there were occasional tensions between the production team and the cast. Some members wanted to focus more on real investigation, while network producers preferred to highlight suspense and drama. These differences reflected the ongoing challenge of balancing scientific curiosity with entertainment value. Yet despite these internal struggles, the cast maintained a visible bond, united by a shared goal to bring attention to the Bigfoot mystery and encourage people to keep looking. Among the cast, James Bobo Fay played a unique role. His personality became the heart of the show. While others analyzed footprints or debated theories, Bobo brought laughter, passion, and raw energy to every episode. His excitement felt genuine, and audiences responded to that authenticity. He wasn't afraid to get muddy, climb steep hills, or wade through swamps if it meant getting closer to the truth. His willingness to play the part of Bigfoot in recreations made him both relatable and brave, showing a mix of humor and commitment that viewers admired. By the time the show ended in 2018, Finding Bigfoot had left a permanent mark on pop culture. It turned local legends into global discussions, gave new life to the mystery of Sasquatch, and introduced a cast of personalities that people would never forget. Even years after the final episode aired, the series continued to be mentioned in documentaries, podcasts, and fan forums. The end of the show marked not only the close of an era for cryptozoology television, but also the beginning of new questions about the people who made it so unforgettable. Fans who once followed the team's adventures began to wonder about their lives beyond the screen, especially Bobo Fay, whose absence and health concerns would soon become the center of public attention. To understand the man behind the mystery, it's time to go back in time, to his roots, his inspirations, and the early experiences that shaped his lifelong fascination with the unknown. Roots and upbringing of Bobo Fay. James Bobo Fay was born and raised in the quiet beach town of Manhattan Beach, California. Growing up along the sunny coast might seem far removed from the misty forests where Bigfoot legends thrive, but his childhood offered the kind of freedom and curiosity that shaped his love for exploration. He spent his early years surrounded by the ocean breeze, learning to appreciate nature's mysteries and the sense of peace that came with it. Though not much is known about his family background, his early interests reflected a young boy who loved adventure and the unknown. As a child, Bobo was fascinated by wild places and the stories that came from them. While other kids were focused on city life or sports, he was drawn to tales of strange creatures and hidden corners of the earth. This early curiosity would one day lead him deep into the forests of Northern California. During his teenage years, Bobo became an avid surfer, spending countless hours riding waves along the California coast. Surfing gave him not just a sport, but a lifestyle that connected him to nature. It also introduced him to remote landscapes, coastal cliffs, forest trails, and quiet stretches of wilderness. This connection between freedom, the outdoors, and a sense of mystery began to define who he was. In those years, he also developed an interest in local folklore and stories of strange sightings, including the famous Bigfoot tales that circulated through the Pacific Northwest. For Bobo, these weren't just myths, they were possibilities. The mix of his easygoing surf culture and his growing fascination with cryptids became a foundation for his unique personality, later seen on television. After high school, Bobo decided to attend Humboldt State University, located in Arcata, California. His choice was not random. Humboldt County is famous for its dense forests and frequent Bigfoot reports. It was the perfect place for someone whose curiosity leaned toward the unexplained. At the university, he studied biological sciences, which further fueled his understanding of the natural world. After college, Bobo took on various outdoor jobs that kept him close to nature. He worked in logging, often alongside Native American crews, which exposed him to deep cultural knowledge about the land and its creatures. He also took up commercial fishing and road construction in remote areas. These experiences toughened him physically and mentally while keeping him in environments where Bigfoot legends were still alive. Through these jobs, Bobo learned survival skills, tracking techniques, and how to read the wilderness, lessons that would serve him well as a field investigator. More importantly, it kept his passion for the unknown burning strong. Every sound in the forest and every unexplained track pushed him to look closer. The deeper he went, the more convinced he became that there was something real out there. By the early 2000s, Bobo was no longer just curious. He was actively searching. In 2001, he joined researcher John Freitas on an expedition that would change his life. During that trip, Bobo claimed to have seen a figure moving in the distance, large, upright, and unlike any animal he had ever encountered. He described it as a powerful and brief moment that cemented his belief that Bigfoot was real. That sighting marked the turning point of his journey. What began as a personal interest turned into a lifelong mission. He began spending more time in the field, studying reports, interviewing witnesses, and learning from seasoned investigators. This commitment soon earned him recognition within the Bigfoot community. His easygoing personality and deep respect for the wilderness made him stand out among other researchers. Over the years, he participated in numerous expeditions across California, Oregon, and Washington, gradually building a reputation as one of the most dedicated and approachable Bigfoot enthusiasts. His enthusiasm and persistence caught the attention of television producers who were looking for genuine personalities for a new kind of show. This opportunity came in the form of Finding Bigfoot, a series that would introduce Bobo to millions of viewers around the world. The show allowed him to combine his lifelong passions, adventure, mystery, and storytelling, into something that would define his public image. But behind the fame, there was still the same curious soul who once surfed the California waves and hiked through the redwood forests searching for answers. His roots, shaped by freedom and a love for the natural world, never left him. But what happened when the search that defined his life began to turn into a personal struggle? Personal life and controversies. Bobo has always maintained a close relationship with his fans. On social media, particularly through his account under the handle Squatcher, he interacted openly, often sharing updates, lighthearted posts, and memories from the show. His friendliness made him one of the most approachable figures in the cryptozoology community. Fans saw him not as a distant celebrity, but as one of their own. A man who lived and breathed the mystery of Bigfoot. Details about Bobo's family and personal relationships have remained mostly private. Public information about whether he is married or has children is limited, suggesting he has chosen to keep those aspects of his life out of the spotlight. Those who followed him for years noticed that he rarely spoke about family matters, focusing instead on his work, travels, and encounters. His life has largely revolved around his passions: fishing, the outdoors, and the endless search for Bigfoot. Even while off camera, Bobo's dedication never faded. He continued to explore the forests of Northern California, often joining local expeditions and gatherings of Bigfoot researchers. The difference was that he no longer had television crews or editors shaping his story. This new phase allowed him to return to his roots, a man alone with nature, driven purely by curiosity and personal belief. Still, the quiet years that followed. Finding Bigfoot also became the most concerning to fans, as rumors about his health began to spread. In the years after Finding Bigfoot ended, viewers noticed visible changes in Bobo's appearance. He appeared significantly thinner, and some fans speculated online that he might be ill. Discussions spread quickly through social media platforms and fan forums, many expressing concern that he could be suffering from a serious condition such as cancer. Bobo himself has addressed some of these concerns in past posts and interviews, suggesting that his weight loss was intentional and connected to lifestyle changes. He mentioned trying to live healthier and being more mindful of his diet. Those who knew him noted that his physically demanding lifestyle, fishing, hiking, and frequent outdoor work naturally kept him active. The nature of his work also placed him in constant physical risk. Spending long periods in rough terrain, dealing with unpredictable weather, and navigating through wild environments came with dangers. It took a toll on his body over the years, from fatigue to minor injuries. These hardships, combined with the stress of public attention, likely contributed to his changing appearance. Behind the friendly image, Bobo also faced the pressures of being a public figure in a controversial field. His dedication to Bigfoot research made him a target of skepticism and mockery from some corners of the media. Constant criticism, mixed with public curiosity about his health, created a heavy emotional burden. Fans often worried that the combination of physical strain, isolation, and mental stress could be wearing him down. The truth about Bobo's health remains partially private. He has not confirmed any serious illness, and most reports of disease or collapse are unverified rumors. What remains clear is that fans' concern for him came from genuine affection. They had watched him for years, full of life and humor, and were alarmed to see him fade from the spotlight. Throughout his public career, Bobo Fay faced waves of skepticism. The world of cryptozoology has always walked a fine line between science and speculation, and Finding Bigfoot was often criticized for leaning too much toward entertainment. Many skeptics accused the show of sensationalism, arguing that it exaggerated evidence and used editing techniques to heighten suspense. Bobo, along with other cast members, was sometimes caught in the middle of these disputes. There were known disagreements between the cast and the network about how episodes were edited. Some scenes were rearranged or presented in a way that made natural noises or animals appear mysterious, a practice that frustrated the investigators who took their work seriously. As one of the show's most recognizable personalities, Bobo became an easy target for online critics. Forums occasionally circulated unfounded claims about his mental state, suggesting stress, exhaustion, or even substance misuse. However, there has never been verified evidence supporting such claims. Most of these discussions stemmed from his changing appearance and his quieter presence in public life after the show ended. Despite the rumors, Bobo's reputation among genuine Bigfoot enthusiasts remained largely positive. Within the community, he was respected for his commitment, honesty, and years of field experience. He never claimed to have definitive proof of Bigfoot, only to have witnessed and experienced enough to keep searching. His humility and straightforward nature earned him lasting respect. Importantly, there have been no credible records of legal troubles or public disputes linked to him. Much of the controversy surrounding Bobo has come from speculation rather than verified incidents. His greatest challenge has always been the same, being part of a field that the mainstream public struggles to take seriously. But behind the silence and distance lies a deeper question. What is Bobo Fay doing now? And where has his search for Bigfoot taken him today? What he leaves behind in Bigfoot lore. James Bobo Fay's presence in the world of Bigfoot research remains unforgettable. Even years after Finding Bigfoot ended, his name still sparks memories among fans who grew up watching him venture deep into the wilderness. He brought warmth, humor, and authenticity to a subject often dismissed by skeptics. More than anything, he made people believe that the search for the unknown could be both thrilling and deeply human. Bobo's influence on modern cryptozoology is undeniable. Before the show, Bigfoot research was largely limited to small local groups and scattered enthusiasts. After Finding Bigfoot aired, interest exploded worldwide. Bobo's energy and excitement turned the idea of a Bigfoot investigator into something real and relatable. Viewers saw that a true believer didn't need to be a scientist or celebrity, just someone with curiosity, courage, and respect for nature. His role also helped shape how pop culture sees the Bigfoot phenomenon. The iconic "Gone Squatchin' Cap," his booming voice during night calls, and his fearless enthusiasm became symbols of the movement. Fans began to imitate his phrases, collect memorabilia, and attend Bigfoot festivals inspired by the show's spirit. Because of Bobo, a once niche fascination and became a shared adventure. He helped transform a mysterious legend into a cultural conversation. Behind Bobo's cheerful television image lies a story that reminds people of the cost of dedication. His journey reflects both the wonder and the hardship of living with passion for something that the world may never fully understand. Fame brought him recognition, but also constant scrutiny. Every change in his appearance or silence online became the subject of speculation, showing how easily the public forgets that their heroes are human too. Years spent outdoors, exposed to the elements and under pressure from fans and skeptics alike, took a physical and emotional toll. His declining health and withdrawal from the spotlight gave his story a bittersweet tone, one where admiration mixed with concern. Yet, the empathy of his supporters shows how deeply he touched lives. People did not just remember his investigations, they remembered his kindness, humor, and the spark that made him stand out. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.